Now, if we want to configure Flowmon Packet Investigator, again, it's good to start with the probe itself, where you make sure that in the monitoring ports, you configure it in packet capture option, where again, you need to specify the collector, the port you might leave open as a default, whether you want to use adaptive buffer, how many packets per flow should be stored, how long they should stay there, the size of the buffer, and that's pretty much it. You can select which filtering criteria should be used, but they need to match what you have on advanced settings for the probe, and then you need to start the capture on the interface. When you want to double check whether or how long is the history for the FPI buffer, you can always do it here in the system activity log and search for E, I think should be. Okay, let's try FPI. It needs to be 3 letters. Okay, FPI, you see FPI LE plugin, that's why we search for FPI. Adaptive buffer starts, so we are using 1 meg of 515 meg, so we have the history for the 10 minutes as we wanted. So that's good. You just want to double check that you have the history as long as you want. If you need to increase, you need to use more memory, or potentially you need to decrease the number of packets you are taking. So this is where you can find the details about it. Then again, you need to go to Configuration Center, and here you have additional FPI settings. So first of all, you can configure the ports if you want to change them. It's here where you need to do it. Then on the probe it needs to be the same. And then you can have groups which are allowed to do recordings. There is one default which you cannot delete, then you can create more, and you assign to each group storage portion which they might use. That storage portion is actually coming from the resource manager, where you have to assign a quota to the FPI. So then you can see we have assigned 6.61 gig and 55 meg is used. Then when you are working with the packet investigator itself, there you have additional configuration in the settings, where you can specify how long it should keep the data, whether there is any limit on that, and how much quota can be used, and that all the traffic should be in a single file. That's the options you have for the configuration.